Hi guys, it's I know X. Hi guys, so Amazon here to give you guys a movie review, which is called Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun Maverick. I have to say, to be honest with you guys, is that I'm not really the biggest fan of Tom Cruise. Not the biggest fan of him, but I do watch. I do like watch some of his movies and stuff. And to be honest with this Top Gun Maverick movie, the sequel from the original Top Gun was back in the '80s, I do believe, and I basically do think so. The movie was based on a true story, and it really was. It's just something that I never expected so much great interaction with this film with Tom Cruise has done. I mean, I don't know how he did this movie, but it was just absolutely what just was amazing to me, and it just really just shows a different side of the story from basically learning from like who's Maverick really actually is, and also doing other things and stuff like that. First time basically doing it. So what is this movie basically all about? So this movie is basically all about, we know the main antagonist, not antagonist, the main protagonist basically in this movie is known as Maverick, aka Tom Cruise, or Pete Mitchell, whatever you want to call him, and so he's been instructed to from his superior, which his name is Kane. I don't know really all that much about it. They didn't really say really much about him. Right, so that's something I really was kind of curious about. I don't know why they really didn't say really much about him, but he sent him down to the place where he was supposed to be at, on the first film, um, teaching some young guys and girls, about Top Gun, so something like training the best pilots in the world, basically I would say around the world, but I would say around in the United States, to train them for a mission that they have to take care of. Now, the one thing I'm not saying I'm disappointed, right? That they didn't really say who's the enemy really actually was, because I think they said what the enemy who it really actually is based on the last film. So I guess they really didn't say really that much and stuff like that. I don't see that's not really a big thing or anything like that. It just really actually is. But Chinese pilots and stuff like that, and with Maverick and so, basically with himself, that's why says he's not a teacher. He's not. This is something that he doesn't do. He likes to fly with the plane and stuff like that, with the jets and stuff like that. Do pilot and stuff like that, dogfighting and stuff like that. And one thing I really like about that, how Tom Cruise handled himself based on this movie, because usually movies like this, he usually would get very upset, say vulgar language. And that's something really I got to talk about right now. I'm going to talk about right now. There's not a whole lot of vulgar language based in this movie, because usually when you see like a Tom Cruise movie, you get a lot of really bad language based in this movie, because it's normal for a Tom Cruise movie to basically be like that. Some people would disagree with me on this, but even though I'm happy with this movie that I'm watching, I want to say that this is by far, in my opinion, I will say that this Top Gun Maverick movie is considered in my eyes to be like a family to watch based on this movie. Now, some people are going to disagree with me on that. That's perfectly fine with me. But I'm just seeing as perspective, as the way based of this film. It's just something that I really basically like. One thing I want to say about this film, it does not have a whole lot of combat situations based in the movie. Not really a whole lot of action, but it does have that thriller action. Like seeing Tom Cruise, not Tom Cruise. I mean, seeing Tom Cruise pilot one of these planes. I don't know if he really actually did it in the film. I don't think he did, or that's just CGI effects or something. I really do not know. Maybe some people can tell me about that. It's just stuff like that. It's just seeing being these new different kind of being in these new different kind of planes, like the F-18, and they also have F-35s also well too, and especially basically close to the ending of the movie was basically where they found the F-14, which pretty much the most superior jet space out there in the United States. Pretty much one of the top jet space out there, and because it's called a Tomcat, I think that's what it was called, F-14 Tomcats, because I think F-14 Tomcats are pretty much you don't want to mess with, especially when you go into dogfighting and stuff like that and stuff. It depends on the pilot, but it's not the plane really determines what's really actually basically going to happen and stuff like that. But seeing the Tomcat F-14, basically come back in this movie, it brings a smile to my face. It's just finding a old gem that some people that really do like and stuff like that. That basically really do like. Now, basically, for what I want to say is that I was quite shocked and surprised. Some people knew who Tom Cruise really actually is. There was a Tom Cruise Maverick because they think that he's an old fossil or stuff like that. They think he's an old guy. Yeah, he looks like he's old and stuff, but he doesn't really look that old. He really does not. I mean, he was quite surprised for his age, the way that he's so in shape that basically being in his movies and stuff like that. And one thing is that I just don't know how they made this movie. I just don't know how they did it. It's just absolutely just a beautiful, beautiful movie, and especially on the passing, what happened to the ice or was the Iceman no longer around? He was basically for Admiral, basically for the base. One thing I want to say about that, I don't know why they didn't really give him that much screen time basically in the movie. I don't know why. I really wish they would not have to descend Iceman just gone or something like that. Or maybe the actor is no longer around anymore. I guess he is. I mean, I really don't know or anything like that. But I really don't know really that much, but I'm just kind of disappointed because they did get and show they didn't really get to show him really that much or anything like that. I'm not being negative or anything like that. I know that Iceman is a very popular figure when it comes to Top Gun and stuff like that because especially the rivalry between Iceman and also Maverick. Excuse me, Maverick. And that's what it feels to me. But I have to say, I like I said, I love this film. It's definitely is very good. It's a very, very beautiful, well-made movie. It's just, I think this is one of the most top films I ever seen. Tom Cruise has ever played it in any other movies that I have ever seen in my life. I've never seen basically this before, and I wanna personally want to say this that if you guys have never seen this film, you guys never have, stop what you're doing, go and watch this movie. It's worth it. It's really actually is. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 because it's basically one of the best movies I've ever seen. Tom Cruise has ever played in such history, and it's just really actually is and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyway, so that's it for this review. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys like this movie? You guys think it was good? You guys think it was bad? Do you guys prefer the old movie better than the new movie? Old movie better than new movie, but I would prefer both. Never prefer both. But yeah. Anyways, since I know I'll see you guys later. Take care. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Give me a thumbs up or give me a thumbs down. Doesn't really matter to me. And please leave a comment below. Anyways, I love you guys. Take care. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. God bless. Remember, slowly. I love you guys. Please stay safe. And remember, stay blessed. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.